is a lot less nourishing or like satisfying than and I think and it's not that Reddit is that what do we call it, healthy and good.
Right.
What are you fishing me for?
Because somebody else edits this.
Oh.
And I want to talk over it as their editing type pause. No, it doesn't do it anymore. That pause. What is it? Does it look like it's covering my face? Slide it. Yeah, it always sounds like ladies' footsteps, right?
Yeah, that is a lady.
Is that a lady? But she's not coming back.
Who's that lady?
Well, that's pointed at us.
Yes. You wanted us, or do you?
You said you were getting the audience, right? I don't know. I'm not saying you should. You said.
Welcome to another episode of the People's Mic. How about that? What if we just argued the whole time? We're like, but you said that it was better. All right.
Well, if you aim it at the audience, no one wants to watch.
Well,
the
not
feed
yet.
of the audience.
Not yet.
That'd be-
When the audience is talking and there's people in here, it's interesting. Eventually, it's gonna. In my head, it's gonna get to the point where I can switch back and forth to the person
Right.
talking. And if I had a laptop in front of me,
Right.
But it's a single channel otherwise, right now.
Yeah, right now it's just my bottom lip
If,
until.
it's more interesting to watch the audience talk at a distance than to listen to your podcast.
So-
You have a problem.
What do you mean? It's both. Because they say stuff, and then we'll talk back.
Oh,
So
when they
they're
have
part of the show.
feedback.
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
feedback.
right, okay.
There's the feedback.
Yeah. All right.
How's your day going? Thanks for jumping on. I know you want to get early on the mic, but
Yes.
I know-
No, I want to.
I like this part. You want to what? What you gonna say?
I want to be a part of this.
This journey.
This journey. Jimmy
Bullshit
Street.
journey. I was such a fucking Pisces because in my head this looks so good, but everybody's like, what's happening?
Wait, you said that you're this because you're a Pisces?
Yeah, I feel like it's because I'm Pisces. I blame stuff on zodiac sign. I know that's a big joke
What?
between comics. That's one you.
That's
I've
my
heard you
joke,
say
my
that.
joke.
But it's a hack. Either you're for the zodiacs
hacking
or
your
against the
message.
zodiacs.
Right.
And then there's people who are like, hey, I blame everything on my zodiac, and there's people who are like, these stupid people who blame everything on their zodiac.
Well, what did you just blame on you being a Pisces?
Me being no, come hang out. We need you. Me being what's the word? Lofty.
Paranoid?
Jimmy.
Right?
Yeah.
Um,
I was way off.
over ambitious.
It's all
No, I was off.
over and for. See, here's the thing about Asian comics. Just the ones I know. They are. I think Osama has a joke here. They are brutally honest. Like I don't even like talking to them because they say honest shit. That I was like, I don't want to hear that right now. Like that's too honest. I don't.
Well, we're here.
Like no recipe. Like straight from the ground. No additives.
Well, we're busting balls. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that was honest. I've been told that I've been brash and
No, but it's
so-
it's all you guys. It's not all.
I like that too,
But
though.
you, the ones my comedy friends, right? You, Jimmy, Fumi is the worst.
Is he?
Ooh,
He seems so.
Fumi's like a pin to the heart.
Really?
Yeah, Fumi. You talk to Fumi, he's one of the most brutally honest. Maybe it's just you.
Fool me once.
Fumi. Fuck. Don't say
I don't even know who that
Can
is.
you cut that one out?
No, I can't cut it. It's stuck forever. Tell me, did you guys introduce yourself? Or we just went in. Introduce yourself.
I'm Kevin Cam.
I'm Peter Wong. Were you gonna say something else?
I said here with Jimmy.
Oh yeah, we're here with Jimmy Peoples.
Yeah.
Jim Peoples. And what were we talking
Can you
about
be
before?
president, please?
I'm trying. I was really excited to do this, and now it's not working.
Well, we were saying that you got a new phone,
Got a new phone.
and that you said you didn't have to pay for it at Sprint. And what I was saying is that that's not how it works. They whether you might not pay that day, but eventually it's gonna
I mean, I didn't mean I'm never gonna pay for the phone. I know I'm gonna pay for the phone.
pay. Right.
I didn't have to pay for it at the moment.
Right.
That's what I meant.
Right.
And you said you're stupid.
I did not say that.
Your eyes said that. Your eyes said this stupid.
Is the way it works
Poor.
like the price is like the cost of the phone is amortized in your bill or what?
Well, here's how it used to work. Back when they had contracts and they
Mhm.
said you're gonna pay $200 for a phone, even though it's like a $600 phone. What's actually happening is they bump up your line fee $20. So every month you pay $20 more until the contract is over. And when the contract is over, you've paid 400 or so bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So you add it up, it's the phone or more. And nowadays they do financing, which is the bullshit's at least cut away. They're saying you're going to pay the full price of the phone over the course of 2 years, which has always been happening. And now Sprint is saying that they're leasing the phone to you, which is a whole other thing, is you're going to pay...
Interest? Or...
I don't know about interest, but you're definitely going to pay to the point, because you have to give back the phone. So you will pay at least half of the value of the
You
phone.
can give back, or you can pay the
remainder.
the remainder.
Mm.
Exactly. So you see what's happening is no matter what, you're going to pay.
Look, and this is what because I used to be on non-contract. I used to be on Boost. And I used to have a Boost phone, and I was like, I'm just gonna pay this price for this shitty phone and this shitty service, and I was like, I'm good with it. I can connect in the train, I can connect wherever there's Wi-Fi, and then I was good. And then doing so much, you're like, it's not gonna work. You gotta, they trick you into giving in, you know. The system, all the companies and yeah, like if you're doing this, you have to have a decent phone with good service.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you call them and you say, hey, I just want service, I want to connect, they do this. They do the, oh, we're gonna fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah, they
but it's up to you to be sharp and wise and be like, hey, I'm not paying for this or you know.
That's a good point. I mean, carriers, they've always existed, so
I think I had a half-assed premise about why can't I just have remember satellite cable when you could just have the big ass satellite in your yard and not pay for cable and then just get all these channels.
No, I think you're dating yourself.
I am dating myself. They shut that shit down. They're like people in the woods were like, I'm watching cable having this big ass fucking satellite.
Well, that's almost like the antenna days. The antenna days,
they were like, we're taking all these antennas down. they got rid of antennas.
All right. Well, that's a thing of the past.
Yeah, but there's no just phone that I don't have to pay a service for. You know, where I can just buy the phone and be connected.
Right, because you're paying for the monthly connection.
Yeah, but why isn't it? Why?
Because you gotta pay.
Just
you're paying for the satellite. You're paying for them to give you service.
See, these are the.
What do you think you're paying for?
Yeah. Well,
where's the bootleg version of the phone? Like, why did they shut that? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
The bootleg version?
I say bootleg,
stealing,
but
stealing cellular service?
Yeah,
Where's that?
Kind of.
I bet that exists somewhere else.
It has to be possible. Where it's just you hear those superhero shows where this is a block line where nobody can get in. You know what I mean? You know those.
See, I also don't know. I'm with you. I don't know how anything works, and but I understand that they have. But I don't know exactly what telecommunication companies have. Like how do they connect to stuff?
They've built the cell towers, and look, don't get me wrong. I don't know that much about this, but I know that they funded the cell towers. They're the reason they're giving their service. Whether or not it's a fair price, that's a whole different discussion. They're definitely fucking you.
Yeah, they're fucking
for sure.
They're fucking you.
But that's what you're paying for is
to get fucked.
So you have to get fucked.
Yeah.
The towers are up and they're giving you.
Is there anything like certain communities can raise money to have like a cell tower that works?
Like a crowd-funded cell tower?
Yeah. For each city or something?
I don't know. There you go.
Oh shit, there's an answer. He doesn't know.
Well,
that's a question. That's possible. I gotta document that.
Yeah.
That question.
It'll be a question.
I'm sure I usually know
every
single
every
thing.
fucking thing.
You know?
That comes with
I'm
just being
surrounded by dumb fucks.
That comes
so I
with
seem
just,
like a genius.
Doesn't that just come with just being
just basic shit?
Just being Asian, right? You just know. You're supposed to know. I like disgusting you. That's the best part of hanging out with you.
I do notice a lot of Asian jabs when Peter's around from Jimmy.
Absolutely.
So you're around when I'm not around, and you can hear it rev up when I'm in the room.
No, there's virtually no Asian talk until you're here.
My favorite Asians here.
Yeah.
I'm your favorite Asian?
You top. Who's
There's like 5
Top?
Asians. So top what? 5?
Yeah.
You're top five.
There's a new one I think I like. His name is Anthony M.
Is that the buff one?
That's the buff guy with the cheekbones, the tall guy.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah, it's not that.
John Rick.
I think he's
John Rick's one of my favorites. He's cool too. John Rick, Michael Lee. You all just a bushel of Asians that are just big and you gotta earn my favoritism.
See, now I feel like the Asian fetish, like I can understand it from Jimmy's eyes, because he's like,
It sounds weirder when
they're
we're just
just-
talking about guys. Like all the Asian girls in comedy, they only speak to me once, and it never speaks to me again.
Yeah. Well, it gives me something to rip off almost every time I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
always like, how am I going to start this set? I'm like, oh yeah, Jimmy said that ridiculous thing about Asians the last 4 minutes ago. So I'll just work off that.
Peter, did you come here early because you have somewhere to be?
No.
You just wanted to do this.
Today I didn't want. There are days I'm more able to wait for the shenanigans
You don't want to wait today?
that Jimmy does, but today, yeah, I'm not for it.
You're not fucking with
Oh, but you don't
I work
have
together.
oh, you do have work together.
Where you work?
Like what?
What the fuck you do?
Sketches.
Sketches? Okay.
You
Why
have
are you
web
all
series?
in my business? What is
No,
it?
no, because I'm curious. Because I feel
Got it.
bad when I get here and I do the podcast and then I still end up sitting here because I just had nowhere to be. You know.
That's your chance to not get rid of the ass came up again.
You try this again?
No, the ass came up again. Yeah,
That's my chance to.
Isn't why do you come so early then to get in the pod? I guess the benefit is you get the full room, right? You get up early.
Yeah,
in the pod,
yeah.
You don't deal with the pissed off 1 hour and a half in.
Right. And then, then.
But
I
the way-
stick
the way I'm
around
setting
too
it-
long
The
afterwards.
way I'm setting it up now is like at the end, it's mostly the new people, so it gives them a chance to bond. So it's like levels now. I see other people see like the newer people who've been here, they know what to do, and then there's like middle people who like.
So you're saying you did this all on purpose?
I am a low level genius.
Oh, yeah.
like
Right.
a diabolical, like, shitty.
Yes, this is all a master plan.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Fuck. So
I was talking, that's funny you bring up the fact that I too honest to it, because I was having a talk with a few people who said that I feel, they think that I might get off on, like trying to be intellectual or like intellectually bullying, and that I should probably see like a therapist.
Oh wow.
Really?
I don't view that. I'm a brash person, but I'm also very dumb. But I also I like just pointing things out. You know what I mean? Like if someone's like behaves a certain way, I'm just like if I notice something, I'll just blurt it out right away. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, you seem to. Are you like a hipster? You seem to like know all the hip things and stuff like that. You know?
Right, but that's also the level of that is like busting balls, isn't it?
I don't even do it for that sake. I do it just, I guess, not for busting balls, but it's also fun to announce something that everyone's thinking in a room, but it's too uncomfortable to kind of observe.
Right. Right.
Like what?
Like the elephant in the room. Right?
Yeah, like the elephant in the room.
Okay.
I don't have something specific in this one
Here's the thing,
moment.
Jimmy wasn't listening.
Right.
So he picked up a piece of a
On
question,
a
and
piece
he's
of
like,
trying to
"Oh,
multitask.
it's an
It's
easy,
somebody-
it's an easy follow-up question."
Yeah,
Just-
Like what?
You have to tell me. I didn't know how you do.
Look, that's ridiculous.
Jimmy, you have to,
Literally
you,
texting.
you have to be there.
She asked me if I knew any immigrants. So I was going to ask you if you were an immigrant.
Hey, I'm
Or
gonna-
did you-
Are you?
an immigrant?
Yes.
And I was like, Peter Wong. That's because he's sitting right here.
Where are you from?
Well, oh shit.
Sorry, I'm trying to host this.
You want to do a
Right,
show?
right. Yes, so there has to be a host. For
Yeah.
this. I'm from
Good
Hong
job.
Kong.
Good co-host.
From what?
Hong Kong.
Please don't speak over the guest, by the way. Hong Kong.
That was good. Remember the other day when we did the switch?
We did the
That was
switch,
fun.
yeah. I
That was
hosted
fun.
this and
Or did you guys
suddenly
have
the
a
viewers
sauce?
blew
I
up.
always wanted to do a clean walkaway. Like I want to do like clean like Eric Andre walkaways.
Yeah.
Fuck this, but I don't want it to be that over the top. I don't,
Right.
What's a walkaway?
like I just get them walk away.
Oh.
He's saying coming in and out of
Like,
frame.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what's funny? I saw Eric Andre at a bar when I was in LA, and I went up to him and I was like, "Excuse me, can I get a photo?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he went next to me. I was like, "What are you doing?" And I gave him my phone and just went like this, had him take a photo of me. Yeah.
You're a real asshole.
But when you're an asshole, he's an asshole. But he must get a lot of asshole shit.
No, I think he would enjoy that because he's so used to people like, oh, good, good photo. But that's like a joke. That's a joke. You know?
Right.
It's kind of good. And he's like, well, this piece of shit.
when Eric Andre must get like 1,000, a bunch of people coming up to him.
Yeah.
And then a percentage of that, even if it's a small percentage of people doing bits to him.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So I bet you were probably like number 40.
To do that?
Not that, but like
That's what I'm saying.
another
Do something
bit.
that he thought was funny.
Yes.
But that's like my whole career as a comedian. I'm like, oh, this one's gonna be funny, you know?
Oh,
You know what? You didn't find that? You don't like it?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just I don't. The more I talk, the more I realize I don't like to have fun. I'm just too serious.
What do you do for fun? Are you dating right now?
No, I
You were
haven't
dating a black girl for a minute, right?
for a bit, yeah.
And what happened?
Then she wanted to,
Have sex.
take things up to the next level.
What was the next
Anal.
level?
She wanted to do anal, and I was like, no, that feels too good.
Yeah.
No, she wanted to have, we get a little more serious, and then I didn't want to. That was it.
Did you meet her
I'm
mom?
sounding way cooler than I actually was. It was just
Yeah.
fizzled out.
Yeah, yeah. Stuff like that happens, I find. I don't know. I really don't have anything to say. I was just trying to fill the void.
No, I know. Whenever you say stuff like that happens.
Yeah. That's like when I don't have anything to say in a set, I'm like, but yeah, that's crazy, yeah. And I just look as people see the emptiness in my eyes, like panicking.
I was trying to fix this, but
Yeah. What do I do for fun? I play board games.
That's not fun. Not fun.
Pete,
Where are you from? She's not listening. Where are you
Oh.
from? What's your name?
Originally from Baltimore. No.
Baltimore. You're a Baltimore comic? You're out here now?
And I mean, I've
Who
lived
you
in the
texting?
Bronx for 13 years, so
Like
I
from
don't
the
really
Bronx?
claim.
You gotta
my
end
home.
that, motherfucker. Who you texting?
I'm a friend who might be stopping by here. I have to figure out if I'm going to see
What kind
her.
of friend? Guy friend?
No,
Girlfriend?
just a friend.
Oh shit! All right, you seemed into it. You like stop talking to me. Let me finish this conversation. All right, you're in the room, so I had to address you.
Peter, are you a bit kind of guy? Like,
I was saying it's a splash zone, right? If you send the audience, you're gonna.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Get involved, get
Yeah,
involved.
absolutely.
yeah.
Trying to get back to the live.
Am I a bit kind of guy?
Yeah. So like, if you're with friends and one of them like you guys are talking about something, and they're like, oh yeah, and then this happens, and then they do an impression or an act out, and then you join in.
Like improv? It's all sort of like improv?
Kind of like.
I mean, I make jokes with friends, like of course.
Yeah.
I was just kind of kidding when I said I get too serious, I guess. But
Okay.
I mean, there's some truth to it. It's like sometimes I feel like.
Sad.
Sounds brutally sad.
Sometimes I can hear myself like if I talk about my life, I the way I describe my life, it sounds like I take everything way too serious. The amount of things that I don't find fun makes me sound very serious.
Mm.
For example, that Eric Andre thing. That was something you did. That was just a fun interaction that you had as a human being.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I was disgusted that you did that.
But you probably didn't find it. You probably found it like hacky. That's why it wasn't fun for you.
Yeah.
I
that's
thought it was
that's
something
part
he
of
would
it.
appreciate. I thought he would appreciate that.
Eric Andre?
Yeah.
Did he laugh?
I don't think he
He
did.
didn't laugh.
I don't
No,
think
you
he
know exactly.
You know what he did?
laughed
What did
at.
he do?
So just
They
say.
he
No,
handed your phone like it was.
He was just confused. He didn't get it. He didn't understand it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Pumped in front of Eric
Who's
Andre.
your favorite clown?
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
Really?
Especially now.
He doesn't like his comedy. He just likes what he does outside of that.
Yeah, I love Louis.
Okay. It finally went. If I did that, do they see it as sideways?
Why don't you figure
No.
that out?
No, it becomes landscape. Oh no, you know what? Since it's Instagram, I think it
It
stays
stays.
a certain way. Right?
Either way, we're fucked. All right. I tried, people. Look, this is me playing around for the pod. I'll just put on Peter. That's Peter.
This is something you try before the pod.
Well, fuck it. There's no rules to this. You guys think there's rules? There's no rules.
It's true, except for the
There's no
mic.
rules.
When the mic starts,
there's a
very
lot of
rules.
Then there's rules. Then there's
But
rules.
when it comes
there's no rules to make it rules because you're the one making the rules.
When it comes to technically producing a podcast,
There's no rules.
There's not anything goes. things don't have to be recording,
No.
or working, or
No.
charged.
No.
You might
No.
hear us, you might not.
Most times charged, and because I'm still figuring it out. I want it to be as messy as possible.
Who's your favorite? You're Dane Cook guy, right?
It used to be Dan Cook. I read somewhere that you should ride with not influencers, you're like your top four, or in
Oh, yeah.
mine were like Louis, Kevin, Regan, and Patrice,
Mm.
and then Crystal Leah jumped in somewhere.
You should ride with your top four?
Yeah, I used to ride when I go from shows, and I used to just be in the car by myself. I pretend like it would be us in the car
Oh.
talking about my set.
Someone said that as an advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, they said when you write, you should think those guys were sitting around the table. But I took it as when I'm driving home, I would pretend they were in the car with me.
That's actually very endearing.
That was hilarious delivery. Someone told you that as advice?
see how true it is?
Yeah.
How painful that is? Like
No,
All right,
but
now
that's
you
what
guys
I-
are reading into my
I
reaction.
just thought it was funny.
I didn't judge it. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go say what you're saying.
Me? Oh no, I had nothing. I just
That's endearing, I think. I think that's very touching. If you saw that in a movie, you're talking in a car by yourself.
Just
with a
imagine
full-
like you
That's
would
very-
yeah.
when you're
Like-
talking, you see them in the background, and then when the camera zooms out, there's no one actually in the
There's no
market.
one there.
That'd be
Like they're in the mirror.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you look crazy.
Like, fuck, True Romance? Was it True Romance? Or which one when the guy was the Elvis Presley hitman? You know, and he was an Elvis Presley impersonator in Vegas. It was a good movie. But he saw Elvis Presley in the mirror, and he would like talk shit and he would like commit crimes in Elvis' voice. He was like, "What do you think he was going to do? You think he wasn't going to?"
Or how about the one where the guy he's naked in the mirror, and then he tucks his genitals between his legs, and then he puts on lipstick.
You know what
You did that. You know exactly what movie that is.
All right, there's silence.
But there was no imaginary person. You just wanted to say a movie.
Well, we're talking about people in mirrors. I was gonna say also
Oh.
the guy who looks in the mirror, he's like, ah, and he punches the mirror. Which one's that one? I don't. It's the Vietnam one.
Thousand movies.
It's the Vietnam one. Heart of Darkness? No.
I try to think of a cute movie, but it wasn't.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
But yeah, that's Paul Blart.
Kevin James.
And he decked the mirror.
No, we're just having
No,
fun.
so that was a bit itself. If you weren't busy texting.
Yeah.
I wasn't texting. I was trying to.
No one's asked me my favorite comedian.
You've done improv before, right?
No. Oh, in high school, but Norm Macdonald. He's my favorite.
I like him. He's getting old, angry grandpa.
Why'd you ask me who my favorite was?
To see what made you laugh,
Oh.
what your ideas, what your idea of humor was.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Now, not.
No, well, that was a
Yeah.
joke, obviously, when I say now Louis of all,
That's forever. Clear that up.
From-
People like, wow.
from then to now, still hilarious. Because I saw him in December.
She's so annoyed. I like.
No, I'm in my own world.
What happened?
I saw
Talk
him-
about it.
No, I'm good.
No?
I'm good.
You okay?
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay.
good.
I saw him in December. I saw him in December in Gunners, and he was still.
Have you been getting the fans in town alerts to see if
To see Louis play?
to see if people are ready to see him again? They're like, hey, would you come see Louis if he performed in your
Wait,
town?
that's an alert?
That's an alert, yeah.
Wow.
And then it's like they let you vote on it, and then they like tested it out to see.
No, I don't. You have to have the app, I'm guessing.
Yeah, bands in town. Yeah.
I think if he publicly shamed himself a little bit first, I might be alright with
I
that.
think that'll be.
I
his
feel like
first
publicly
special.
just
He'd be like,
shame yourself.
listen, guys.
Do a special.
Look, that's gotta be his.
Just
it's-
put it out there.
I think he's smart enough to know that's his own.
Oh, if he went out and was like, hey,
I did-
that thing.
I did see him get
Yeah,
kicked
I
out of
mean,
the
he could be
library.
funny with it, but publicly shame himself. And if there's
He's
any
got
way
to.
to elevate the ladies involved,
Yeah, he's got to.
To get the ladies involved?
to elevate the ladies
Oh,
involved, to
yeah.
find a way to make some kind of
Amends.
He's in
Yeah.
a relationship now, so somebody's, you know.
He also has a lot of money.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's
Does that help?
He also lost a lot.
sure.
But he's about to make a lot more. Like if you come back from a comeback, correctly, he'll
If you come back from a fall, like a
from
fall.
the fall.
I was just saying that could explain why he has a lady. It doesn't have to be like, oh, girls are okay with him now, so now he has a girlfriend. You know.
No, you have a point.
Yeah.
The one lady does not absolve.
She was in Paris. She's from Paris, right?
You know what? You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Do I what?
And they,
Oh, I thought you were talking about
it.
that.
It was like, we walk around with our dicks all the time. Come to Paris. It was like, stupid Americans.
That's one thing that like naked beaches, like I think that was like something Americans like clung on to until they actually learned there was just old guys at the beach naked, like old people were naked at the beach, you know, in Europe. Rough. Because Paris, people gotta.
Right. Well, sexuality is different in Europe, right?
Yeah.
They're more open with that, you know.
That's why he went there, probably, right?
Who, Louis?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He said, well,
He's like, where can I go when I'm gonna be okay?
yeah, that's one of his bits. He was saying, I'm not gonna do it justice,
No,
but
okay.
he was saying I was like, I flew to Paris because I felt like I had to leave the nation.
Yeah.
And then
You gotta
that's
leave.
stuff.
You gotta leave. Where else? Everybody's pointing at you.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You gotta find a hole for a year.
Yeah. But I mean, he didn't live there the whole time, but he went
No.
went there for a period.
That's crazy.
It sucks for celebrities, like whenever they make a mistake. Because even like I remember, like when I broke off with my girlfriend, it was still felt weird because we had mutual friends and it was like a weird thing. But celebrities, like that's the whole world now. You know, that's how you have to be with the whole world when you make a
your
mistake.
dirty laundry is all out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Although with sexual misconduct, it's like there's a bit of a difference in it. It's kind of like here's this thing being uncovered, especially the whole Me Too movement was like
Yeah.
here's this stuff that shouldn't be secret. It has to
Mhm.
be put out.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I'm just for more castrations. If there was as many castrations as rape, it would change the culture a little bit.
Oh, like a physical castration of
Yeah.
their balls.
Chemically.
That's
Your face. I feel like that's a
I mean, it
terrible
won.
idea.
It won.
Like, well, you know,
It was,
balance. Balance.
When they tried to sell the rape teeth that they put in the
Oh,
guns
yeah,
to
yeah.
stop rape.
Ooh.
The rape teeth?
I don't know what they were called. The fucking,
There's a film. I think it's like
Teeth.
Vagina Denta or something. There's like
that,
a
I know
film
teeth,
about that.
but,
Yeah.
but,
Teeth.
but,
Teeth,
but
but
in,
yeah, there's-
in Africa to stop rapes, they put the condom thing with like jagged
Spikes.
edges to point out, so
Yeah.
you couldn't pull your dick. If you pull his dick out, it's gonna stab your dick. So
So you have to stay in there.
you're pulling out, but you're not raping. You're not.
You're done.
Right.
Yeah, you're done.
Done.
There will be no thrusting for you, my friend.
Are you for or against that sort of instrument?
I'm against rape, but
You're really going out
That's
on
a
a
good
limb there.
Diplomatic, quick.
So he's ready for a late night appearance with Colbert.
Yeah, I'm against.
That was impressive.
I'm mad.
It's like going for the dunk, someone's about to block, and he.
That's the key. That's the key. Anytime
Radio
someone's
101.
arguing with you, you
Yeah.
just gotta be like,
Oh,
well, I'm against straight. I don't know what you're talking about. I think everyone's equal. What do you say?
As the only person in this podcast against rape, I'd like to.
That's
Brilliant.
It's,
Brilliant words of recovery. I'm impressed.
Agile.
That's what I'm here for. This is great. I've been doing this 3
But, you know, Africa has a lot of, I don't know if they still do the practices, but for example, what don't they do the circumcision of the women?
Female
They
circumcision.
cut off the clitoris so they don't enjoy sex.
They
I think that's
they
wrong.
cut it down. They still do.
They still do it?
Yeah. Like in deep Africa.
Yeah.
It's a lot of crazy shit still going on.
I'm not in
the
support
world,
of
you
that.
know?
Good.
No.
We are all. Well, so far I haven't yet. seen
Yeah, I haven't heard Jimmy say how
No,
he feels
don't
about it.
touch the vagina. Leave the vagina. The vagina's perfect.
Well, I think
It's
people
I
women
think-
can
I
empower
think
themselves by
the
touching.
only flaw of the vagina is that it should come with. It should have been the flaps. There should be holes in it for shoelaces, and they're like sexual shoelaces, so that you can tie it closed, and then you have to be able to if you gave good head, you can get the shoelaces off. You went down the woman.
Good God, Jimmy.
It was not real shoelaces.
This is how you save it now. You say, well, I'm for sexual exploration. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. But imagine women were able to tie their vaginas in like knots.
It started with the shoelaces, and then it got even worse with the head.
And then you had to go down. Remember how you had to unbuckle the bra and how hard that was? Imagine if you had to go down and actually just be gentle and caring. And
What's I can't believe I'm entertaining this.
This is
Oh, I
stupid.
thought you meant
Ridiculous.
the woman has to give head to untie.
No. You have to go. You have to
Give good
Got
head.
it.
You can also untie it with your hands. You know.
It's kind of like a.
What if it's super sensitive?
Yeah.
What?
The knots are super sensitive. The only way to get the knot out is with your tongue.
That makes.
That's like a sleeping princess version.
It's already ridiculous. There's shoelaces on the vagina, so just go with
So that you can only get it off with your mouth.
yeah,
All right.
with saliva.
Then the world would be a better place.
I believe it
All
would.
right. Be a-
Like you couldn't even
butterflies and rainbows
Like
and
those-
women's
close those-
vaginas are
close
tied.
those flaps up. Keep your flaps tied,
Yeah.
baby.
Baby.
It's old grandmothers.
Keep your
This is-
flaps tied, baby.
This is the dichotomy of
That's
giving
just the
people.
name. Give me a pen. That's the name of this episode.
Loud.
Keep your flaps tied.
Baby.
What is
That's the dichotomy. That's the isn't that the juxtaposition of Jimmy? One second loudly
Yours
against
is-
rape,
that
and the
is your
next
Yeah.
an advocate for tying women's vagina lips together.
But
to
it's
avoid-
them tying their own vaginas to avoid rape.
right.
To avoid. That's a good thing.
Are you for rape, Peter?
Yeah, you for what?
That's
Peter?
disgusting.
All right. On record,
This is
I am
live.
also against rape. Peter Wong, 2019.
Yeah, nice. Lurch? Oh, nice. Is he
But
good?
what is the time?
Was that for a different day?
Oh, look at that. We made it a whole. No, that's what's.
What? I don't know what we're gonna talk about.
I think we're good. Close it out. I like the shirt.
For my
Get
set.
new shirts.
Uh,
I need to, I'm trying to get Amber.
Amber Alert?
No,
Trying to get an Amber Alert.
We're trying to get an Amber Alert for the
We're kidnapping
podcast. How do you get an Amber
I need
Alert
them
for
to
the
let me
podcast? Send it to everybody.
Yeah, so,
You get a president alert. It's got to be possible.
A missing child. Check Otto Shrunken Head.
Check the podcast. That's a good way to get views.
If I kidnapped a kid and ran in here and just had him on the podcast.
Anything to get views.
my last episode, but like if I know I'm dying, I was like,
All
this is good.
publicity.
It's good publicity.
Exactly.
Good.
Genius.
Where can you? Not Amber.
Kevin.
Aeropostale. Sure. Aeropostale.
Oh.
It's like the t-shirt.
Aero-
I forgot your name.
He's just named
It's
brands.
like the t-shirt. Yeah.
No.
Apparel. That's
Yeah.
the kind of t-shirt I want to get for the merch.
Oh, you want high quality stuff?
They're decent quality.
Yeah.
I like to work out in those.
Yeah.
Where can I find you?
You can find me on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. My handle is Kev the Comic. Very simple. So, go ahead.
I'm glad that camera didn't die at all.
Yeah.
That's kind of good. Looks a little better. Hey, I'll get the sound.
Yeah.
Where can I find
Otherwise, you'd be distracted the whole time. You know.
Well, I never apologize.
I'm Peter Wong. Find me on Instagram at Peter Wong Comedy.
Twitter?
Twitter at NiHowChiHow. And check out my website. Yeah. And check out my
How
website.
do you spell it?
NiHaoQiHao.
Just how it sounds, Jimmy.
And, and check out my website, meatspin.com.
What is Ni Hao Chi Hao?
That's his name.
My Chinese name is Chi Hao.
Chi
And Ni
Hao,
Hao.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
hello.
Ni Hao.
Hello.
Hello, Peter Wong.
Hello, Charles. Chi Hao. What's Chi Hao?
Charles?
Is that Chi Hao?
That's just his name. It's Chinese name.
Should I translate to Charles?
It
Like,
chose
like
as
you-
Charles and I chose Peter for my American name.
Well, that's what you guys do, right? This is gonna get all right.
What do we do?
Fuck. You change your name. No.
Shoelaces.
I want to hear it. What's your theory on what
Asians change your name. It's American names. So. Fuck you, dude. In the face.
You go
See a
with
flounder.
Bottle flounder. I'll look you right in the eye and it'll get more racist. Website?
Meatspin.com. MEATSPIN.com. Yeah, it's like I got a new.
It used to be oh my god, wow, OMG wow.
Oh, you know?
Yeah.
What,
Yes.
do you have PeterWong.com?
I used to, and I switched. That's redirects to Meatspin.com.
Okay. All right. come on in, you lost soul. This is another episode of People's Mind. Make some noise for them. Clap. Give that noise. Find on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimPeoples.com. We're every day, Monday to Friday. The world famous Silas Drunkenhead. Followed by the best podcast at 3 o'clock on this clock.
Open mic.
Open mic. What did I say?
Podcast.
Best podcast. Best open mic. 1 o'clock. Don't you yawn during my closing. All right? He's like, what the fuck? That's it, right?
That's it.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye.
All right.
Jeez.
It got so cold in here.
Oh.
That was special.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you. Let's take a picture real quick.
Oh, those guys are around.
I've been compromised, man. That'd be funny if the IRS could leave you a message once saying like, we need your PIN number, and it wasn't a hack. You just deleted it.